slice. Damn, that was ugly. Bro, you really bricked that? Nice shot. Let's go. Was all over that too. Tired, bro. It was a long day at work. Why are you guys jacking up these goofy shots?
Come get it!
fucking horrendous. Can you guys please pass the damn ball?
That's all right.
Bro, are you fucking kidding me right now? And you are? We're down by fucking 23 right now, bro. I'm playing defense, more I can say about you guys. God damn. Trash. Yeah, because you don't pass the fucking ball. But you trash, yeah. Watching him fucking brick every shot he takes. I'm trash, though. Bro, I just got off work. The fuck you talking about? Oh, good for you, dude. We're still down 30. You ain't either. So I could listen to you complain. Shut up, bro. Before I take your mom out for a nice seafood dinner and then I never call her again. She didn't want you either, but here we are. Your trash ass internet too, can't even hear you cutting in and out. Tell your mom go pay the internet bill. Shit's obviously behind. be mad. Can't hear you, you're cutting in and out still. Yeah, I'm trash though. Alright, bro. Alright. Why does it matter how old I am, dude? You sound 12. That's cool. Almost there, 11. Bruh, I work full time. How you think I got a PS5? Dumb as hell. Just want to argue with me because I said pass the ball because we're fucking losing by 30. That's why your ass is fucking ice cold because you're trash. Bro, your ass is shooting 2 for 10. Calling me whack. My god. 2 for 10, bro. Not 2 for 10. Not 2 for 10, bro. Only 20 more seconds of suffering. I got beer sitting next to me. What are you even talking about, bro? $75 to 41. Good game, boys. But more than you with your fucking 2 for 10 shooting. 4 points. Yeah, good game, bro. Killed it. And your ass is taller, only grabbed 5 rebounds. Yeah, okay. 2 for 10, bud. hell am I doing that event? Damn, I didn't even think that it was gonna be that difficult. Fuck all that. Got 3 hours left. I ain't ever gonna hit 10K. Get the fuck out of there. I don't wanna play wreck anyway. Fucking trash ass entitled kids on there.
Mama, there goes that man.
Let's keep this winning streak going.
Yes, let's keep this winning streak going for sure.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lauri Markkanen.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. And it's Haynes in at the small forward. And for Portland, the guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Avdia is out there with Jeremy Grant, and it's Williams at the 5 spot. Coach, what did you like to see from your teams at this point of the season?
Well, you would think, Kevin, that at this point we would be making fewer mistakes, and especially mental mistakes where we break down. There's always going to be physical mistakes. You're going to have some turnovers. Hopefully they're not out of carelessness. But you shouldn't be missing rotations or not executing a play, not setting a screen. Execution and attention to detail should be good by now. I like wings who can score inside. Grant showing that skill.
Collins, a screen on Henderson. Sexton on the wing. Pass to Collins. Shoots over Avdia. That's good from Collins on the assist by Sexton.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Now, here's Sharp. Grant for three. Sexton grabs the board. Here's Money. Henderson defending. Collins, a screen on Sharp. Here's Sexton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, once Sexton takes that first step on the drive, he's not backing off.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Chauncey Billups and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so we have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever, able to do things most others can't.
Outside, George. Pass to Collins. Four on the clock. Three-pointer. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Well, John Collins was a force in his first few years, Stan, but hasn't seemed to match that level of success since that time. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think there's a few reasons, Kevin. Number one, I just think it's a lot about opportunity, and he went from being the number 2 guy on a team to being the 3rd, 4th, even at times 5th guy on the floor, so he's not getting as much opportunity. He doesn't have as much opportunity to play some of his minutes as a center now, and that was always where he could get a quickness advantage. So even where he is now, though, this guy is a very good player and has gotten to the point he's underrated.
And he gets the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Grant outside. Sharp on the wing. Outside, Avdia. Sinks the triple.
Nice vision from the youngster, Sharp, that time.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jam. 4-point game. Here's Collins. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Avdia finds Sharp. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. To the inside. Here's Henderson. Fades. It's hauled in by George.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look. Just couldn't finish.
Outside, Sexton. Can't hit from in close.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Second chance shot. No good from Grant.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Haynes passes to Sexton. To the middle. And the basket by Money. 6 points for Money.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Grant outside. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. A finish. The shot by Sexton, no good. Trailblazers trail by 6. Avdia with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Sexton against Avdia. 5 to shoot. Collins comes over with the double team. And it's slammed in by Williams.
A strong player. When you foul Williams, you really have to make sure you foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Jazz?
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Avdia kicks to Henderson. Buries the long-range jumper.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
George passes to Kessler. Knocked away. Stolen by Henderson. And oh, here we go with Henderson. And then Henderson with the jam.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
For Utah, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Here's Money. Coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. Shot clock at 6. Off with the layup. Portland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Henderson outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
It's good. 10 points for Money.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Over in the corner, Avdia. Grant outside. Sexton against Sharp. A 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Yeah, sometimes the matchups just aren't in your favor no matter what you do. It seems like your opponent does it better.
Yeah, it wasn't a close one. And sometimes that's the kind of loss you'd rather have because it really gets the attention of your players.
George passes to Haynes. The rebound by Sharp. Portland trailing here. And for the Jazz, the last few seasons, Coach, have been a period of rebuilding.
Yeah, it has, Kevin. You know they acquired a lot of draft capital when they traded Gobert and Mitchell. And they've since drafted a lot of young talent and still have plenty of picks to work with.
Here's Collins. Not going to go that time. Avdia with a defensive effort. To the paint. Looking for Sharp, and he gets it there. Count the basket. Now it's a 3-point Portland lead.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Here's Collins. Nails the 16-footer. Collins has got 7 points.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Avdia. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Haynes.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charani. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, the Blazers with a draft night trade for two-way wing Denny Avdia, a young but established player on a value contract. Portland's added a guy who should help them win now and down the line. Guys, it appears Avdia is going to be a pretty seamless fit for Portland.
Okay, thank you, Shams. Here's Money. 12 points for him. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Money. Here's Clarkson. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Portland leading. Grant the pass to Banton. Here's Kamara. Grant on the wing. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And getting points inside important for Grant. Allows him to get a little bit of extra room on the perimeter when he needs it.
Clarkson outside. With the drive. The shot. No good. Trailblazers leading by 3. There's 1:59 left here in the first quarter. Takes a 3. Sharp. That's good. Sharp's got 7.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Cavaliers was all business. He finished with 30 points, and he got lots of great looks. He's shooting it at a high clip. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
For the Trailblazers, Williams, he's checked in for Walker. Avdia comes in for Jeremy Grant, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Delano Banton. So on the floor for Utah, the guard pair, it's George and Sexton. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's Haynes in at the small forward position. Here's Avdia, and it's off from three-point range. Here's Money. He's got 12. Into the lane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Shaedon Sharpe comes in for Ayton. And Henderson subbed in for Matisse Thybulle.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Now, here is George. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Pass to Collins. Outside for George. Williams with the block.
Showing off his talent for erasing shots. Williams had that one totally anticipated.
Trailblazers leading by 9. Here's Kamara. Henderson left side. Avdia on the wing. He's guarded by Collins. Down low. Here's Kamara. And it's John Collins with the rebound. George finds Sexton. Pass to Collins. Launches it. And it's Portland with the rebound. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
Sharpe on the wing. He takes it in, and then Sharpe with the dunk.
And good quickness there. Sharpe, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
George looking over the floor. Here's Collins. Pass to Money. Rebound by Williams. Trailblazers leading by 11. Inside. And so the ball's out of bounds. Henderson touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
Avdia finds Williams. Now Avdia from past the arc. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 6th rebound on the night. George up top. Henderson defending. Pass to Sexton. Collins setting the pick for Sexton. Back to George. Collins with it. Over Avdia. And he can't bank that one in. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Trailblazers.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Boston. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Utah, they finally found some answers to their early season woes. I like the way they're playing right now. Suddenly, there's optimism surrounding this team.
It's Henderson on the wing. Defended by George. Takes the 3. Henderson, no good. Jazz trail by 9. Here's Money. He's got 14. Outside, Sexton. There's the 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. After bursting onto the scene as a rookie, Coach Van Gundy, expectations certainly increased for Walker Kessler.
Yeah, and Kevin, I think he's handled those expectations well. He knows who he is. He's first and foremost a defensive rim protector and a rebounder. He's a rim runner on offense. He's a pick-and-roll guy, and he knows that he's got to continue to grow in the other areas.
Fires for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Sexton's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Avdia kicks to Williams. Pass to Sharp. 1:31 left in the first half. Collins against Avdia. Sharp, the pass to Williams. Now Grant. From downtown. Knocks it loose.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Kessler finds George. Sexton for 3. They get it back. From deep, Collins. No good on the shot. Portland leading by 6. Portland moving the ball around. Avdia on the wing. He's covered by Kessler. Grant gets a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Grant's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, the scouting report will tell you that's where Grant is often most effective, shooting off the catch.
Back to Sharp. A second chance effort. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Filipowski, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Markkanen comes in for John Collins. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Colin Sexton. And it's Collier in for George. Here's Haynes. Back to Clarkson. To the middle. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Shaedon Sharpe picks one up. For Utah, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. Free throw good. Clarkson. Again, both free throws good for Clarkson. Just 4 seconds left in the first half of the game. Fires from way outside. And so it's Portland ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Bench mob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
And the next topic to touch on, a look at which players might be appearing in the upcoming dunk contest.
You know me, I'm a stickler for rating these competitions. If I've seen your dunk before, bad score.
Wow, you're a tough judge for a guy who never participated in the event.
I always wanted to watch it.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
The guard pair are Henderson and Sharpe. Jeremy Grant is out there with Avdia. And it's Williams at the 5 down low. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And they'll get another chance. A nice shot by George.
A jumper with a nice high release. George was ready to attack the second he got the ball.
Henderson dishes to Williams. Pass to Sharpe. Three-pointer. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
An exciting player coming into his own. We're seeing all of what Sharpe has in this one.
Sexton with it. Here's Money. An easy 2 points on the layup. Money's got 16. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steady in an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Pass to George. To the paint. He's looking for Haynes and finds him. Just 5 on the clock. George with the ball. Now Henderson defending. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from George. And it's Henderson with the ball for Portland. Grant the pass to Sharpe. Right side, Avdia. It's good. And that's now 7 points for Denny Avdia.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Stan, after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization, Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the team. While they didn't get over the top and get to the finals, they were a consistent winner. If you were a fan in Portland, you had a good team to come and watch for all of those years.
To the inside, Williams with the steal.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
Well, look, if you give Henderson room for liftoff, he's going to jam it all over.
How is that not a block?
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Kessler. Nice ball movement by Utah. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Kessler's got his third basket of the night right there. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. But in the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. The Jazz making a switch here. Sensabaugh is checked in. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
George passes to Kessler. Pass to Money. Now George lets the three fly. Rebound by Williams. Sexton against Avdia. Here's a look at some of the stats for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And the Jazz making a change here. Hendricks is checked in. It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
Pass to Sensabaugh. And here's Sexton. From 15 feet away, rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Jazz trail by 14. Here's Money. 17 points in the game. Now Sexton. Kessler a screen on Henderson. And Kessler throws it down.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
Pass to Sharp. Fires from 14. And the shot no good, a bit short. Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now, here's Sexton. Shoots over Grant. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Grant on the wing. He's got 9. Pass to Sharp. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Here's Money. Now, here's Sexton. Here's Sensabaugh. He averages about 5 points a game. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is The paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin. Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from three.
Here's Collier. No scoring in this one. Filipowski passes to Haynes. Here's Hendricks. Pass to Filipowski. Jacks up a three. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Hendricks.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Portland again missing. Utah has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Dives for it. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. A different look now for Portland. Portland leading by 7. So on the floor for Utah, the guard pair. It's George and Sexton. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Collins, and it's Haynes in at the 3 spot. Kamare misses. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Markkanen. Collins setting the pick for Sexton. No good on the 3.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
Here's Banton. Now Thibault, defended by George. Walker the pass to Ayton. That one good for 2. Ayton's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Trailblazers. Outside, Sexton. Over Thibault. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Sexton.
A dynamic scorer. Sexton will absolutely take the mid-range J if you give it to him.
Pass to Kamare. Fires from deep. Nailed from three-point land. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And here's George. The 3. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, good to see Collins continuing to go at the defense. He knows he's hot right now, and he's riding the momentum.
Pass to Banton. Ayton a screen. Down low. Stolen by Collins. To the middle. Here's Haynes. The shot's good on the assist by George. Money's got 19 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Kamare. Here's Banton. Portland moving the ball around. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 12 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Well, this is where you have to get Ayton the ball. Between his footwork and post moves, he's reliable down there.
Here's Collins. He's covered by Ayton. Outside, Markkanen. Back to Collins. Outside, George. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Trailblazers leading by 8. Here's Banton. Pass to Kamare. There's the pick. For 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Kamare's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for Portland.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Jazz trail by 11. Inside, here's Haynes. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, he plays both guard positions well. Sexton shows off that court vision.
The Trailblazers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Thibault, the pass to Ayton. That's a two-pointer from Walker. Utah with the rebound. Money's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside, Sexton. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Blazers.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside, and up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Avdia against Collins. That's tipped. Stolen by Kessler. Outside, Sexton. George with the ball. Pass to Money. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Outside, Avdia. Ayton sets the pick for Avdia. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Outside, George. Pass to Sexton. To the inside, Haynes. Six to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. George gets a screen from Haynes, and good that time. And it's 8 points from Keontae George.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Ayton, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Loads of expectations come with going #1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent. He was scuffling with his shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Back to Avdia. Ayton, the screen. Grant outside. Portland again missing. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Sexton. And here's Collins. Haynes passes to George. George gets a screen from Haynes. The shot by George, no good. Portland's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. No good from Grant.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Haynes passes to George. Outside Collins to take the lead. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
Well, not what you'd call a volume shooter from 3, but Collins can hit.
Grant for 3. Portland no good that time either.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Haynes passes to Sexton. Pass to George from deep. A Offensive rebound. Sharp against Sexton. George with no one around. Portland grabs the miss.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Can they get it? And Sharp lays it up and in. And that's now 19 points for Shaedon Sharp. Now, here's George. Pass to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Well, what I love about Walker Kessler, he's a 7-footer who plays like a 7-footer.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Williams, he's checked in for 8. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Guys, over the break, Chauncey Billups had some advice for his team. He's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys.
Thank you, David. George against Henderson. George with the bounce pass. In the corner, it's Kessler. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. The shot by George, no good.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
But Trailblazers working the ball around now. Henderson, no good.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Now George, down low. Here's Haynes, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, this is something George does a good job of, creating chances for others to score.
Outside, Avdia. Pass to Sharp. The tray. Trains it from beyond the arc. Sharp's got 15 points here in the second half.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
To the middle. Money, no good.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Fast break. Here come the Jazz. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got his 7th assist in the game. Now, here's Grant. Guarded closer. Anderson looking it over. A three-pointer off the mark. Utah has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Sexton gets a screen from Haynes. Sexton on the wing. Defended by Sharp. Sexton's shot is good.
Well, I think Sexton enjoys taking over in the big moments. He wants to be that guy for his team.
Here's Grant. Off the left rim and out. Utah leading. Here's Money. Pass to Sexton. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Unloads. Avdia with the rebound. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up to the Trailblazers. A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Trains it from downtown.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Scoot Henderson.
Name a type of shot. Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up. Just
1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to to Grant. Over Sexton. Can't cash in. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged the bullet there.
That will count. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. And it's Haynes in at the 3, the small forward. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
An aggressive response by Sharp, refusing to let the opposition get the better of it.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Money. He's covered by Grant. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Pretty basketball. George with the perfect feed.
Henderson, bounce pass. Williams gets to Avdia. Pass to Sharp. Avdia with it. Off target with his 3. Well, overtime basketball, an 8.5 played so far.
Well, where Kessler is elite is on the boards, and he's an excellent rim protector. Those 2 things alone will earn you minutes.
And Kessler drops them both. Trailblazers trail by 4. It's Henderson on the wing. Sexton against Sharp. And it's sent back by Kessler.
And look, Kessler just has a nose for the ball. He is a certified shot blocker.
Williams gets the bucket.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Jazz shooting an efficient 53% from the field. George against Henderson. Now here is George. Defense right on him. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. And the Jazz lead by 5.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Pass to Avdia. Inside. Sharp, the pass to Avdia. In the corner, Henderson with it. Williams has a screen for Henderson. And it's sent back by Kessler. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. With the teardrop. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Jazz leading by 5. And here's George. Pass to Kessler. Henderson against George. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
What a finish inside from George, showing he can handle physical defense.
Avdia, a screen on Sexton. Henderson outside. Over George. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
What a big bucket for Henderson, sensing the moment.
Overtime basketball, a little under 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Money. He's covered by Grant. Haynes passes to George. Shoots over Henderson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Grant. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz leading by 5. Haynes passes to George. Puts it up. Nice spin off the left rim and in. George has got 19 points. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And just a loss of concentration there. And they're going to pay for it with the over and back.
Yeah, you hate to see sloppy, careless play like that. It's so unnecessary.
To the paint, here's Collins, and he slams it down right on top of Denny Avdia.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Sharp, the pass to Grant. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. They're running. Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, defenses will try to bully a guy of George's size, but he handles himself well against the foul.
So he gets them both.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
To the middle. Here's Grant. Rebound, Utah.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They'd used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Haynes. Rebound by Williams.
Shot selection. What do you mean?
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.
Way to bring home that W.
What's up, MP? Objects in motion, stay in motion.
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Lauri Markkanen.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got George. Joel Embiid is out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Yabusele in at the power forward spot. And for Utah, Collins and Kessler there in the middle. George and Sexton in the backcourt. And it's Money in at the 3. Well, at this point of the season, the identity and merit of each team is becoming more and more clear, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed. I mean, we have a good understanding of who the real contenders are. But there always seems to be a dark horse team that makes a push in the second half of the season. Anything can happen.
Here we go.
And it's the Sixers to start out. And MP said he wanted to outplay every player in his rookie class. Easy to say, much harder to do.
Yeah, MP sees the rookie reports, and he really studies them. And so far this season, he hasn't been on the top of those lists. That's becoming an extra bit of fire to motivate MP to get the better of his peer group.
Now here's Sexton. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
George outside. Here's Yabusele. Three-pointer. He can't get it to go. Utah with the ball. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
So it's Philadelphia now. The Jazz making their last shot. For 3, George. And another miss by Philadelphia. George passes to Sexton. Here's Money. Pass to Sexton. There's the 3. Sinks it from distance. Sexton's got 5 now.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A., and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
Now here's Embiid. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
Here's Sexton. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Collins a screen. And it's Sexton with the three. He's got 10.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Maxey passes to Embiid. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Kessler.
It's almost unbelievable how fluid Embiid is at his size. And his aggressiveness to boot. I mean, that really forces defenses to compromise a bit when they defend him. Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Sexton misses.
Just their first miss of the night. They've been aggressive, and they've been proficient.
Stolen by Collins. Here's Money. George defending. Money. Pass to George. Now Sexton. Pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. Kessler a screen. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. It's stolen by Maxey. And now the Sixers on the break. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
Proving right there he's a team player who wants to get his guys involved. I like seeing George make those passes.
Pass to Kessler. Sexton with it. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Now here's Embiid. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Pass to George. And here's Sexton. Floats one. Paul George pulls down the board. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Grimes. Got a piece of it. And that'll be Philadelphia's ball as it goes out of bounds. Sixers able to keep the possession. Utah on D. Outside Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 12-footer and hits it.
Maxey's so good at breaking you down off the dribble. Great skill.
To the inside. Here's Money. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now here's George. What a tremendous game he played against Portland. Kessler passes to Collins. No good with the triple. 76ers trail by 8. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. I talked to him about Joel Embiid, and Coach told me Embiid does have us worried. He's just so physical out there, but we're going to be physical right back and get in his face when we can, so they'll be trying to challenge the big man all night.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Hey, and when you neglect to box Embiid out, you pay the price. His athleticism, impressive.
Now here's George. Yet to see a basket. Down low. Here's Kessler. Outside for Sexton. The 3 is up. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Stolen by Kessler. Pass to George. Shoots over Maxey. George, no good. 76ers trail by 6. Here's Grimes. George defending. Here's Grimes. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Goes up on the wing.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
George, no good. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Maxey finds Embiid. It's George on the wing. Pass to Grimes. Launches it. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got 5 rebounds tonight. Utah leading by 6. Money. Pass to George. Now Collins. Now here's Sexton. Collins a screen. And it's Sexton with the 3. Sexton's got 15 points.
And offensively, Sexton has been in the zone. He keeps finding chances and cashing in on them.
Pass to Maxey. Four on the clock. The 3. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 5.
Big time answer by Maxey. Boy, was he dialed in there.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Filipowski, he's checked in for Kessler. Markkanen comes in for John Collins. Clarkson's checked in for Sexton. And it's Collier in for George. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Now here's George. Still no points. This one for 3. Maxey on the wing. Second shot opportunity. Lays it up and banks it in. Jazz leading by 4. Clarkson outside. Inside. Here's Markkanen. And no good, trying to use the glass. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Here's Money. He had a big outing in that Trailblazers game as well. Hits the three-pointer.
You know, Clarkson really working on his range, and defenses better wise up to it.
Pass to George. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant, trying to capitalize on their championship window with superstar Joel Embiid.
You're spot on, B.A. Acquiring the talent that might allow him to save himself for the home stretch. Of course, last year's playoffs, he battled heroically, but ideally, they'd like him much closer to 100% come the postseason.
Pass to Collier. Here's Filipowski. And here's Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. And he drops it in from the low post. Clarkson's got his second basket of the night.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
Maxey passes to Drummond. Drummond with the screen. Maxey surveys. Here's George. And he knocks the jumper down.
Well, Maxey has proven he's got a good eye out on the floor. He'll spot those gaps in a minute.
To the middle. Here's Money. It's Markkanen on the wing. George defending. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Banked it in off the glass. Clarkson's got 7 points.
You got to bring more fire than that to stop Clarkson. He's a pro at fending off tight defense.
Here's Maxey. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
55 seconds left to play in the first. Money. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Maxey. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Embiid, he's checked in for the Sixers. Edwards comes in for George. And it's Clarkson missing.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Embiid can't hit. Utah leading by 3. Pass to Clarkson. Puts up a 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. What a performance for Colin Sexton. He has been the story for the Jazz. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Utah.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter, we've got Kelly Oubre. He's out there with Edwards. Joel Embiid is out there with Butler. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. Here's Money. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's McCain. Outside Edwards. Out left to the wing. Here's Embiid. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Jazz. And some of the best high flyers in the NBA. Some of this year's contenders for the dunk contest.
And when you look at the names on that list, you just know that contest has a chance to be special.
He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
Now here's Walker. Pass to McCain. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. McCain's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Trailblazers was tremendous. He dropped 27 points, and he couldn't be kept off the glass. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
76ers trail by 4. Here's McCain. He's got 5. Utah grabs the miss. Money's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Collier. Pass to Kessler. Over Oubre. And he can't bank that one in. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Edwards. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Pass to Edwards. Kessler against Embiid. Outside Oubre. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
Yeah, that was a hard-fought win for them. Couldn't finish the job in regulation, but things came together for them in overtime. And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
Gordon can't hit. Jazz leading by 6. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to George. Now here's Sexton. Just 5 to shoot. High post Kessler. Shoots over Embiid. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. Gordon, the pass to Oubre. Screen by Embiid. Lets it go from the wing. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. McCain's got 7.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
To the paint. Here's Money. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
John Collins checked in for Utah. Utah shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Here's McCain. He has 7. Here's Grimes. Outside Oubre. Lets the 3 fly. On target from range. Oubre's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the middle. And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. Here's Money. 11 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. 76ers trail by 4. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
Now here's Oubre. 17 points for him last game against Boston.
And another key for them was his rebounding. Just a great effort.
George left side. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
Here's McCain. He has 7. Screen by Embiid. To the wing, right side. Pass to Grimes. From deep. Collins with the rebound. Jazz leading by 4. Here's Money. He's got 11. George passes to Money. Charity stripe shot. Here's George. And the Jazz tack on 2 more.
This second quarter, he's been much better, improving over that slow start.
Here's McCain. Checking the numbers. He's averaging close to 15 a game. He drops it from range. McCain's got 10 points in the game.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
And here's George. He's got 7. Here's Sensabaugh. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Hendricks is checked in for Utah. Clarkson comes in for Sensabaugh. 76ers trail by 5. Here's Grimes. 17 points for him. Last game against the Celtics in Boston. Here's Maxey. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. They'll pin that one on John Collins. Check.
Yeah, lost the fucking lead as soon as they take me out. Go figure.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure about that, Ernie? I sense Shaq getting restless over there.
Hey, my mistake. And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Utah Jazz.
Facing good shoot.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
George and Sexton in the backcourt. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. And it's Money in at the 3. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, BA. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
For 3, Maxey. Utah grabs the miss. Money's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to George. Here's Money. Back to George. From the arc. Kept alive. He's off on that one.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Here's George. Kessler with a rebound. Jazz trail by 6. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Money. Pass to Sexton. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. George has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the 3rd quarter.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Maxey. Utah with the rebound. Just under 2.5 minutes into this 3rd quarter now. Money, pass to George. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got rebound number 11.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
George, no good. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Sexton. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Sexton's got 20.
Great awareness by Sexton to find the soft spot. Nice pull up there, pure from mid-range.
Here's George, and the jam by George.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And it's Utah with the ball. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. That'll be the 2nd and last game of a quick homestand. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Oh, Kessler with the block. Here's Sexton. And Grimes pulls it down. Philadelphia leading by 5. Embiid, a screen on Sexton. Clock at 6. Here's Grimes. Sexton grabs the board. Utah has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this 3rd quarter. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Oh, a high flyer. Collins playing above the rim and then coming down with force.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. George outside. Screen by Embiid from behind the arc. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Here's Grimes. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 5 assists in the game. Jazz trail by 6. Now George. 10 points for him. Sexton finds George. Collins with a screen on Maxey. George passes to Sexton. 11 feet out. And it's Utah scoring again.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Inside. Here's George. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
One of the things that separates George from other wings is willingness to go inside and do work, to play near the goal.
Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
Stepping in from the line, George, very good and capable from mid-range.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Sensaball's checked in for George. The 76ers also with a sub. Oubre's checked in. Sexton passes to Kessler. Pass to Money. Here's Sensaball. Out to the wing. Outside Sexton. Fires the 3. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. For three, Maxey. Collins with the rebound.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a three yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Sexton looking around. Pass to Money. Off the window. It's good. Money's got 15. The Sixers lead by 4. Down low. Here's Embiid. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Clark, one of the league's premier scorers. Embiid does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
I tell you, for a guy as big as he is, I just marvel at his touch, his footwork, and the fact that he scores at all three levels. He scores at the rim, mid-range, he's dangerous, and then the three-point shot is one that he can knock down with decent regularity. So at his size, most would like to see him attack the rim more, but I still marvel at his versatility as a scorer.
Here's Money. He's got 15. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
Heady play to stop that easy.
You got this. We got this.
Jazz trail by 12. Taking a look at Philadelphia. Joel Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Edwards. And it's McCain in at the 1. For three, Sexton. It's hauled in by Oubre. And for the 76ers, they're shooting it well. Almost 50% from the floor. The Jazz shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Sexton with it. Pass to George. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Here's McCain. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
The 76ers making a switch here. Butler's checked in.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
To the wing on the left. Back to Butler. Screen by Embiid. Pass to McCain. Now here's Embiid. The three ball. Utah grabs the miss. Money's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. To the inside. Here's Collins. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Here's McCain. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Sexton. And it's blocked by Embiid.
The defensive instincts of Embiid on display there with the denial.
Back to Oubre. Embiid against Collins. Embiid passes to Oubre. Screen by Embiid. Oh, George with a steal. we're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Money. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. McCain. Money grabs the miss. Jazz trail by 10. Pass to Collins. Misses the three. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Edwards, a pass to Butler. Oubre on the wing. Check by Sexton. Embiid, a screen on Sexton. And here's Oubre from the arc. Utah grabs the miss.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Money, pass to Collins. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Collins has gotten 4 this quarter.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Grimes, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. Despite the lead, Coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. B.A.?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Embiid. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here from about 19.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Oh, blows the alley-oop jam. The Sixers lead by 8. Here's Edwards. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
While playing with the lead, they've been working for more high-percentage shots they can depend on.
And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, we credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Fires in the triple. Sexton's got 10 points here in the second half.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Oubre on the wing. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Oubre able to get here a lot with how aggressive he is with the ball in his hand.
The 76ers making a switch here. And so Oubre nails them both. Jazz trail by 9. George scanning the floor. Outside Sexton. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Sexton's got 6 points in the quarter.
He made 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since then. I tell you what, you can't shake your head at that.
Pass to Oubre. Here's Embiid. The Sixers again can't hit.
At some point, you need to know when to stop shooting. Just too many misses piling up for him.
Now here's Sexton. Kessler a screen. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And Philadelphia making a change here. George is checked in. For 3, Collins. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Pass to George. Utah with the rebound. Money's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. With the drive. And here's George. 6 to shoot. Collins with a screen on Maxey. Lets a floater go. Joel Embiid with the board.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
And another miss by Philadelphia.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Money. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And here's George. High post Kessler. Embiid's there. Pass to George. Clock at 4. Kessler, a screen on Maxey. George for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Grimes. Here's Maxey. It's George on the wing. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. Jazz trail by 3. Pass to George. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Maxey. Here's Yabusele. Collins defending. And here's Embiid. Outside Maxey. The three-pointer off the mark.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Now Sexton. George finds Sexton. Launches it from deep. The rebound by Maxey. Maxey's got 5 rebounds tonight. The teardrop, and he makes it. Maxey's got 13 in the second half.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Money. Collins outside. Outside Sexton. Pure from three-point range. Sexton's got 9 points in the quarter.
Oh, how about that? Sexton with a huge bucket. A must hit, and he did.
Here's George. The floater. The rebound by the Jazz.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
George against Maxey. And the shot goes down. Maxey's got 39.
So great seeing Maxey come through in the big spots, continuing to evolve right before our eyes.
George passes to Kessler. George outside. Kessler a screen to take the lead. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Grimes, the pass to Embiid. Embiid a screen on George. Maxey, that's good.
Tyrese Maxey with a big-time play down the stretch.
Here's Money. George defending. Money. Pass to Sexton. Launches a three. The rebound by Embiid.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
George finds Maxey. Now Embiid. He's covered by Kessler. George for three. Offensive rebound. Here's Maxey. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kessler. Right side Maxey. 5 on the clock. And it's good. 2 points. And the 76ers lead by 7.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Yeah, ready for the big moment. Collins believed in his ability to deliver the big-time shot.
And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game.
You can't afford to waste any chances at this stage of the game. That means you got to hit your free throws.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. George for three. Rebound by Philadelphia. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he's able to hit the second one. And that stretches their lead to 8. Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
There's another rebound.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
He is crashing with energy. Man, you gotta love it. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long, everyone.
Huge moment on the show today as I am ready to unveil my ultimate NBA Dynasty rankings.
All right, I mean, it took you long enough.
Actually, he brought this up 2 weeks ago.
Finally, Toby says something useful.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, it would have taken me 20 minutes, but maybe that's because I know how to ball.
No one knows more than me, Russell,
Whatever.
about anything.
Oof, that is patently false.
And you can patently shut it.
That doesn't make sense.
Maybe not, Toby. I'm not a book boy like you, but I am a knower of ball, and I am ready to unveil my dynasty list.
All right, just say it already. Do we need a drum roll?
All right, here we go. In reverse order, please hold your applause until the end. Number 9, Hakeem's Rockets.
I like that. I like that.
Number 8, Isaiah's Bad Boy Pistons. Number 7, LeBron's Big 3 Heat. Number 6, Birds Big 3 Celtics. Number 5, Steph's Warriors. Number 4, Duncan's Spurs. Number 3, Kobe's Lakers. Number 2, Magic's Showtime Lakers. And number 1.
I mean, it's
You
obviously
guys ready?
Jordan's Bulls.
Jordan's Bulls.
Wrong! It's Jordan's Bulls!
Yeah, that's what I said.
No spoilers, Russ.
I mean, we both said it already.
We could debate the definition of spoiler all day long, but what I want to know is, what do you think?
I mean, quite frankly, it's a shockingly coherent list, especially for you, Jalen. But, I think some of the placement is debatable.
Nobody cares, Toby. Russ, what do you think? You're a hooper. How'd I do?
Honestly, I think my biggest thing is Duncan's Spurs. I feel like you put him a little high.
What about 5 championships? Don't you understand,
No, I know.
Russell?
It's how long it took to get him. It was
Duncan's first championship came in 1999, and his last was in 2014. That's a 16-year span.
Right, and the Warriors, who you put below them, won 4 in 9 years. I mean, I could even make the case for the Celtics being more dominant, winning 3 and 7, including 5 finals appearances and going up against those great Lakers teams. Plus, I might put Larry over Steph if we're keeping it 100.
Look, those are interesting points you both make. It's clear you spent a lot of time thinking about this, and for that, I commend you. Unfortunately, it pains me to say this, but you're both unbelievably wrong and stupid.
Okay, we don't need to make it personal, Jalen. It's okay to disagree.
Everything is personal, Russ. This is war.
Pretty sure this is a TV show.
That it is, Toby, which means it's time for a quick commercial break. Back with more Jalen Murphy Show after this.
Season's not over. Plenty of time left.